destiny.
What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Otherwise, there's a lady who won't be too pleased. Sorry, but I need to get going.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. This is the land chosen by Gopher Wood to meet disaster. But he doesn't want the swarm to truly... The swarm disaster will be trapped here. And so will you.
Unless a kind...
But I can't find a reason.
Glory above all!
Huh? Whose backup is this?
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate in the name of beauty. The one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and
Pass.
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say?
What else is there to say? That's the fascinating thing.
Where are we going?
To find your dance partner, darling, we'll need an emanator.
Since the future of the Stellaron.
Does that mean he...
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave this.
After you've lived... So that... They've harnessed... What do you mean?
I believe Firefly,
Because one of the line... 3 times? The first time was... But the death granted for my first death.
Have you made up?
Yes.
Thank you again for your...
Yeah. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. Where the Dream Master executes.
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master,
No.
don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature.
No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your... I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands, through me. He hopes to restore justice for her. And you, her friend, are meant to witness it.
Just...
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place, and can guide you.
I don't need your guidance to get...
But you need someone to decipher.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. What is this place?
Oak Manor. Once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here.
Detected. I'd never let
But
you
it's
hurt.
been abandoned for years now. Sinking into the primordial memory zone.
Is that...
I'm afraid it's pain.
Did Oka Manor always...
After taking over the suite, walking along the harmony, he firmly believed that even...
It seems his wishes...
Indeed. Those villains never learned their lesson. They even conspired with one another. In the end, they owned...
And then there was a revolt.
Fortunately, his heart was already soon after.
Was he trying to warn himself?
If your beliefs lead you down a path of plight, that's exactly what I...
At least now.
And I think I've come to understand. At that moment, Gopher Wood stood at a crossroads, pondering whether the harmony was still the right path, since he was about to commit a great...
But it's too late to change.
Not necessarily.
In your opinion, which path would the Dream Master choose?
Probably the path of force. But Miss Firefly, feel free to do. The road not taken can never be retraced. Even in dreams, this truth remains. In the end, all paths...
Is this?
The manifestation of Nanook and the fall of the Eternal Centurion. Such news has shaken the universe, and I've long since known about it. So why would a messenger of the main family take the trouble to visit this frontier?
Just so you know, I'm here to deliver punishment, and you're the guilty one.
I barely escaped death, and I still can't reveal my true form.
You've already confessed. The family doesn't tolerate incompetence, even from a branch leader on the frontier. Not only did this one fail to quell the situation, he was even murdered. If it weren't for Nanook's manifestation, but you survived by sheer luck.
To survive, but without the power to do anything.
Therefore, your crimes I shall bestow upon you
I know my sins.
here and now. That's not possible. Before I lead you to that honeyed fountain, people believe it to be I shall clear the shadows before your eyes, so that you may... The harmonic cancer, the Stellaron.
Did the Dream Master already know back then that the Stellaron was...
I'd like to defend him, but calling it forced would be silly. He claimed he was powerless. Not that Xipe taught us we shouldn't do this. Whatever the family's true face may be, right now, Gopher Wood is no longer a follower of the Harmony.
What if you were the one standing there?
Perhaps I too would betray the Harmony. But in any case, that would only mean I found the family unworthy of obedience. It doesn't justify the Dream Master's heinous acts. Miss Firefly, have you ever pondered over destiny? I often wonder if we could face our past decisions again, would we really make different choices? It's in that puppet's hand, Lady Fa.
Got it.
Rest in peace now.
Mikhail.
He was once the Dream Master's closest friend. But they ultimately parted ways due to their differences over the sweet dream. Mikhail once gave the Dream Master a wristwatch. And even though it's broken now, he still treasures it to this day. I came for confession, old friend. I wonder. I died once, yet returned to the mortal realm. In my eyes, you can still hold on to hope. Would you blame me? Would you? I tried to unveil Xipe's third face, but I was wrong. It wasn't the propagation. Yet destiny was so immersed, the propagation was able to continuously evoke people's prayers. But after that, the Great One, they were wrong too. The Great One wished to restore justice. Will you forgive me? I shall commit an act of transgression. I know my sins. They are ever before me.
Using the propagation to lay the foundation for an eternal paradise. Recreate the swarm to...
Perhaps that's why...
That's not a power. No danger detected. But never let your guard down.
Past this point lies the Grand Hall at the end. Before us lies his final decision.
Since he wants you to choose again.
Go ahead with whichever path you think. Don't worry. I can't change anything. He deserves absolute punishment.
So you made a different choice. I will stop him.
Let the propagation ring. Well then, our paths diverge here. You go to...
So many... Could Gopherwood's plan already be in motion? No. Impossible. Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious. This place already looks... We need to hurry.
apologies for keeping you waiting, Lady Firefly.
It's... What?
It's the terror that humanity dares not recall. The swarm disaster's chrysalis of the Dream Master's devastating strike, like a torrent of fire, lies hidden behind the stained glass, waiting to shatter it.
How did the Dream Master become this powerful? We need to stop him.
Or maybe
As expected.
I shall end this matter on his behalf. This thought, together with the power beyond the window.
Divine Law.
Everything you saw along the way. None of
I don't see it.
Lady Firefly. I assume you've pondered over destiny, too.
I don't think it can be used as an excuse, even if the ending is predetermined.
That's just self-deception. You've never been able to change the course of events. When we stand at the crossroads of choice, no matter how many times we start over, we'll always make the same decisions. All the past you've left behind has already determined your future. Your friend tried to escape destiny, only to meet the same end. And now, here you are.
But the person you met today is...
Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. Give up your true desires and stop walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change. But from that moment,
This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone. Everyone has the power to see the world as it is, and to bear that weight. This is the true meaning of sacrifice.
I admire your resolve. Since you don't mind sacrifice, that's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter.
I won't let you get away with
Oh, really?
Though she wasn't my true companion. Though I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you. And now,
Impressive. But do you really think you can...
if I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare.
Your courage shine. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide? Come forth, and I permit you, with mortal hands, to bring forth. The swarm will again devour all things, and fill the hearts of the lost with terror. Someone must cast down rage in their stead. All that lives will one day die.
Even so, I will still do as I've always done, and pray that I can stay alive. I can do it. Right?
But death will come because you, out of all people, are the foremost in seeking life.
You're Mr. Gopherwood. I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinct. What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but
True. I never unraveled the secrets of the propagation.
But if a Pathstrider of the same origin, her life shall beget death, and that death shall beget life unto this world.
I've already glimpsed the secrets of the Stellaron, and I have no need for certainty here. The dreamers will learn.
You should know that I won't agree.
Too late, child. The hands of time. That reason shall be the final divine law. And with this, we entrust everything into your hands. Because the stars belong to everyone. They have never belonged to anyone. If you love everyone, then you love no one. Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
I shall walk the path of the Order to its end, as you wish. But I can no longer accept your divine laws. If I become the only star in the sky, even if I belong to no one, there would still be no cruelty. The stars are cruel, only because they have never shared their heat with the masses, burning fiercely only for themselves. Well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary. Moreover, how could I allow other stars to shine during the day? Paradise shall soon be created, not at midnight, but at noon. I shall initiate the first and only divine law of the great Septimus. I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming...
Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never without choice, merely too entangled with the fear of losing. Never I should become a watchmaker too. The harmony I seek has but one note, repeating endlessly, never falling out of tune. Life, too, has its time.
We did it.
Death comes for us all.
I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. How I wish that I had some way to comfort you. She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. It was confined within the dream. Even a Stellaron could not truly revive the swarm disaster, yet this swarm was frighteningly real when you consider the next steps of his plan. Enna's dream had enveloped the entire star system, which meant the swarm disaster would gradually become indistinguishable from reality. The propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. Through their cries, the path of order would be sustained, and he lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned since entering the dream was true, they were only truths that the Dream Master wanted her to see. And that is often regarded as the highest form of deception. The Stellaron answered Firefly's desire to keep living. In response, it recreated within the sweet dream the swarm disaster and the Eon Enna. You engaged in a decisive battle with Sunday at the Penacony Grand Theater afterward. He had, without question, become an emanator at that time after usurping the Harmonious Choir. But you showed no fear and gave it your all in your fight against him. Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, was just an illusion woven by Sunday. It was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time. Enna's dream was so terrifying that, fortunately, we sought out Acheron first, and she lent us a helping hand. Indeed, don't forget that. At that moment, you too would face a similar death match. Being woken up by Black Swan was a watershed moment. It's not that they're not real enough, and from that moment forth, I would also know your memories belong to you alone at the end of the day. Destiny only. How your memories manifest is ultimately up to people. Can't dream of things like it's just like your actions at this very moment. Firefly, me, the Stellaron Hunters, this entire world. We're all waiting for you to reach that moment. I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or excitement. Go and write a prelude to memories once more. From within the ashes of time.
This way, darling.
Not another. Thank you so much. I understand you must. This place is the rift between Dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended...
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think people think.
This is what makes Anna... I believe what you... If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, well, I'm not as fortunate. However, thanks...
We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, the truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify any...
All right, please come...
Stay calm.
I bet that even if I don't resist... Time to get down to business, cowboy. Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're...
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just the Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream and cast the path of order is gradually being restored. And this has transformed Sunday.
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC starships converged here at...
With the IPC around, the cosmos...
But it doesn't make much of a difference. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an...
Indeed.
The key still lies in Anna's dream. Fair and sweet dream. If we can wake people up and break Anna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. First, there's Enna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and is itself an enormous trap. Forget about winning. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self to destroy it, we must make everyone in humans yearning for sweet. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where she was completely unguarded. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get—
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is... looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath.
No need for that. Keep your wants and all that. Just leave it to us, Galaxy Rain. Do you know what it is?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger. Because it's a burial artifact. Worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its countless meteors will streak across the sky, those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose. Without questioning, the shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night. And with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards.
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the
I think...
So, you're the key in the... Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an
Perhaps it's not about being an...
What about the other two dream...
There's nothing we can do about them, unlike our current gathering. The dissipation of Enna's dream...
Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the dreamscape, we'll be Enna's dream is as for beyond the Order is one of sheep.
But time is of the essence.
In other words, those...
Just these few people? It's not just Penacony.
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this.
Quite a bold investment strategy.
The other two layers of the dreamscape will be... One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the hunt.
Oh? Miss...
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength.
It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. Their path of happiness should be forged by them. This includes my brother as well.
I see. So, we were able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But the flaws rooted in human nature can't be eradicated overnight.
I agree with you, Black Swan, but to inspire them to save themselves.
They'll stir up something big to help break you. As for the primordial dreamscape... Now, she will die. She will die a second time, but her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, if you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, but if you fail, the dreamscape will
But that still doesn't solve.
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, Let me point out two mistakes. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? The fleet's deployment, it was to seed the preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sundays, and it was a fatal one. You should never have confiscated my cornerstone. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment a jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers.
So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood.
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the terror of the swarm disaster, the release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the Preservation's promise instead.
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take...
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Asdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of paths to launch our counterattack, leaving Sunday powerless. But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath of an eon.
I'll hold my breath. Once our plan succeeds, we...
Take your time to prepare. Before you head out,
It's you.
Not now. I used to wonder about destiny, but you can decide it's destiny.
this grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the... Are you ready? Very well. Now, a glimmer of fireflies, a sun.
Am I...
Sorry, Robin. Within the foundation of law, humanity, and through harmony.
My brother...
Ow! You're still trying to... Impressive.
Let me reiterate. If you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
Ow! Then I'll reiterate as well.
Why don't you just cut to the...
Time's short, so I'll condense the report. Oh, that even rhymed. I'm so talented. A nosy cremator left something on...
Then... how...
Well, the Fool has thousands of both you and I.
Just a little bit?
Honestly, I don't even... You're the last fest...
Stay where you are.
I want you to watch me think about it. Your brother's already a god. Ever heard of the trolley?
Why should I trust the wood?
Don't think that I'm just... Maybe I should blow up a few to demonstrate how they...
Stop. What's gonna happen to the dreamers?
They will all die.
Then you know
When it's time to make a sacrifice...
Life is never a...
Isn't that still the harmony? Get ready to sing. Be like a bird. What will you choose now? You can either watch as I blow... Maybe this will be...
last ever perform.
You feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time.
I'm okay. Miss Siobhan, why do you think birds fly?
Why are you asking?
That was my response as well the first time I heard that question. It's what my brother asked me before I left Penacony.
I don't know. I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly anymore.
It seems that your answer is really... You've also asked me, why do I sing? I think I can answer both of these questions in one go. The answer wasn't what I initially had in mind. Originally, I wanted to sing because of something specific that I experienced. A Stellaron fell onto my homeworld when I was young. Everything I knew was instantly destroyed. We didn't even get a chance to react to it. No matter what we did, it was too late. But for some reason, my mother chose to hum a song when she tried to comfort me and my brother.
I remember that story. Everyone thought that's why you decided to sing.
No. That experience only made me detest singing. I've believed for a long time that songs can't change anything when disasters strike. That music is the most useless thing in this world. I might be extraordinarily talented in singing, and I might feel super happy whenever I sang. But its futility had always made me depressed.
Then what changed?
I grew up, and I realized that my brother would sometimes hum the same tune as my mother did. And I thought maybe he missed her, but I was too embarrassed to point that out. I tried to comfort him instead. However, his answer to me made me realize what I should be singing for. Obviously, he didn't give me an answer directly, but it got me to think. Maybe some things don't need a reason or meaning at all. Go and do what must be done, fool. It's for the sake of Penacony's future. But I won't let anyone get hurt.
Oh, did you just have a flashback? Now I'm even more excited. Let me check one last time. If you were to die, how would you want people to remember your ending? Like a bird, she lived her life, graceful and composed. Now her beak parts slightly with a sigh.
Drop the sanctimonious mask. Singing only needs one thing, and... my brother. And those forced to fall. The sky and earth are each on a soaring bird, and when a fallen bird, perhaps they'll never truly, even if you become the only star. Thus, and if I am a bird, in the name of the sweet dream, the Charmony Festival.
Brother, do you...
Even if I do...
But you're singing this song...
Because... even if it...
Welcome to the horizon. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging. Let's bid our final farewells here.
Remember your name.